Our last engagement was arranged by our families. This time I'm asking you myself. Bianca Northwood, will you be my wife?
I'm crying. I hold out my hand.
Yes.
The ring slides on. The dragon core roars. Dragon fire explodes across the sky in one enormous flower. We kiss while everyone cheers. Frostscale lands on Dravon's shoulder. His little golden dragonet pokes its head out and touches its forehead to hers. They're copying us. The silver dragonet on my shoulder knows I've lived this life before. Last time, I married the wrong Valmont. This time, I'm marrying his uncle. My mother almost dropped her wine glass.
You want him? Dravon Valmont? He's 8 years your senior.
I didn't explain. I just smiled. Some things don't need explaining. Like what happened in my past life. 20 years married to Kael Valmont. 20 years blind. Then I found his study wall, covered in magical projections of my cousin Celestia. Every year. Every stolen moment. Then I died. Then I woke up. Now I'm sitting at the Valmont Ducal Palace Gala, Frostscale curled on my shoulder, watching Kael swagger toward me with his usual smirk.
Heard you're marrying into the family. You didn't really think this would make me propose, did you?
Laughter ripples around us. I take a sip of juice.
I'm marrying your uncle.
The smirk dies on his face.
You're insane. He's 32.
I like mature men.
I turn to leave. He grabs my wrist. Frostscale's jaws open. Silver fire licks the air between us. He lets go fast.
You'll regret this, Bianca.
I walk away without looking back. From the second floor balcony, someone watches me. Tall, broad shoulders. A golden dragonet peeking out from under his coat. Dravon Valmont raises his glass. I raise mine. 3 days later, Frostscale is bleeding. I burst through Kael's garden gates and find her locked in a tiny cage, a chain biting into her leg, her silver scales dull and lifeless. Celestia squats in front of her, poking her with a stick.
Why won't he breathe fire? Kael, you said he could.
I shove her aside. Celestia wails. Kael comes running.
It's just a dragon. Celestia wanted it. I'll get you another egg.
I don't answer. I whisper to Frostscale in dragon tongue. Her eyes light up. She blasts the cage lock with dragon fire and explodes out, landing on my shoulder, teeth bared at Kael. Listen carefully, I say, stroking her head.
From this day forward, I have nothing to do with you or the Valmont family.
Kael's face goes purple.
Without us, you're nothing!
I walk out. Frostscale's bell echoes through the garden. That night is the Valmont family dinner. The first time I'll officially meet Dravon. I rewrap Frostscale's bandages, refresh my glamour charms, and walk into the banquet hall. The elders are already seated. I choose the far end of the table. Frostscale curls at my feet. Kael slides into the chair next to me.
Who are you trying to fool?
Before I can answer, the doors swing open. Dravon Valmont walks in. Dragon general uniform. Silver pin on his shoulder. He scans the room, pauses on Frostscale, then lifts his eyes to mine. The air stills. He crosses the room in long strides and takes the seat Kael just vacated. Then he reaches into his pocket and places a northern dragon crystal on the floor for my dragonet. Frostscale crunches it happily.
You raised her well.
Thank you.
He serves me roasted dragon steak, picks the bones out of my fish, fills my plate before I can blink. I'm still staring at my food when the doors burst open again. Celestia rushes in, holding a wild dragonet.
Grace, my lady!
The Duke slams his glass down.
Who invited an outsider to a family dinner?
Kael opens his mouth. The Duke cuts him off.
Tonight, we're celebrating your uncle's engagement.
Kael goes white.
To who?
Dravon takes my hand under the table.
To Bianca.
He says quietly. The room goes dead silent. Kael stares at me like I just stabbed him. Right in front of him, I crush the messenger fairy he uses to send me notes into dust. The next few days are chaos. Kael changes his communication crystal profile to a candid shot of me feeding Frostscale. His bio reads, Bianca Northwood, the love of my life. My best friend sends congratulations. Thinking I've finally gotten back together with him, I laugh and block them all. Then Celestia shows up at my workshop, wild-eyed, clutching that stolen dragon.
You stole Kael from me!
She grabs a crystal ball and raises it to throw. Kael appears out of nowhere and jumps in front of me.
Are you insane?
He twists her wrist. The crystal ball shatters. Celestia collapses. Blood pools under her skirt. Someone gasps.
Is she pregnant?
Bianca, let me explain.
Don't. She's the one bleeding on the floor.
Celestia laughs, hysterical.
You just killed your own child, Kael!
Then she grabs my dress.
Are you happy now, Bianca?
My communication crystal lights up. Dravon's voice comes through.
I'm outside.
We have an appointment to look at engagement rings.
The look on Kael's face? Priceless. Dravon takes me to his private estate in the Dragonback Mountains. Frostscale chases his golden dragonet across the meadow, their little flames puffing into the air. I lean against his shoulder.
I'm not sad, just regretful.
I wasted my best years on someone like that.
He kisses my hair.
Every day from now on will be better.
On my birthday, he takes me to the highest tower restaurant in the capital. I think it's just dinner. Then every magical light in the city goes out. Across the river, the palace barrier lights up with words big enough to see for miles. Bianca Northwood, marry me. From the mountains comes the thunder of wings. Hundreds of dragons drop from the clouds. The entire dragon corps, flying in formation, painting hearts and rings across the night sky with their fire. Frostscale launches from my side and flies up to meet them, her silver scales blazing like scattered stars. Dravon drops to one knee. He pulls out a velvet box.
Our last engagement was arranged by our families. This time I'm asking you myself. Bianca Northwood, will you be my wife?
I'm crying. I hold out my hand.
Yes.
The ring slides on. The dragon core roars. Dragon fire explodes across the sky in one enormous flower. We kiss while everyone cheers. Frostscale lands on Dravon's shoulder. His little golden dragonet pokes its head out and touches its forehead to hers. They're copying us. The communication crystal lit up at midnight. Dravon was reading reports by the fire. Frostscale was curled on my lap, her silver scales catching the light. The moment the crystal glowed, she lifted her head and made a small, worried sound.
Report.
A hoarse voice came through.
General, northern outposts all silent. We sent scouts to Grey Ridge. First outpost is gone. Everyone dead. Dragons too.
The voice shook.
Their scales turned grey, like stone. Some of them attacked their own riders.
Frostscale made a sound I'd never heard before. Dravon looked at her, then at me.
I'm going north. You stay here.
No.
Bianca.
I speak dragon tongue. You don't. She can talk to sick dragons. I can understand her. You need me.
He stared at me for a long moment. Then he sighed.
Pack warm clothes. We leave at dawn.
I nodded. From the window, I saw a figure standing at the edge of the estate. Celestia. She was watching us, smiling. I closed the curtain. The north was worse than I imagined. 3 days of flying on Sunflower's back, Frostscale tucked inside my coat. The cold bit through everything. Dravon wrapped his cloak around me and didn't let go. The first outpost looked like a graveyard. Dead dragons lay in the snow. Their scales weren't silver or gray anymore. They were the color of old ash. Their eyes were open, but the eyes themselves had turned to stone.
What happened to them?
Dravon knelt beside one.
Hard as rock, not natural.
I knelt too. I placed my hand on the dragon's head and spoke dragon tongue. Show me. What did you see? The dragon was dead, but its scales remembered. I saw black water, thick as blood, rising from underground, seeping into the streams. Dragons drank it. Then came the pain, the madness, the voice in their head screaming one word, kill. I opened my eyes. My hands were shaking.
It's in the water. A curse. Underground.
Dravon's face went hard.
It feeds every river in the north. Then every dragon in the north is already infected.
A woman in military uniform walked up to us. She had a scar from her eyebrow to her jaw.
General. I'm Aid Vance. And you're right, miss. Every dragon is infected.